Good morning, people. This is Anton, and this is my third introduction video on my channel. Anton is on. This will be the final video when I'm telling about myself, about my past life, and about my path, how I made to the point where I decided to change my life in a better way, to start running these videos, and to push myself further. In this video, I will tell about my health condition more in past few years because it went like in a bad way. I had a few times like very bad illness. I don't know, a surgery. So I created even a short list of tips that will help me to give more detailed information about myself, just to go year by year what happened to me, and that will help you to have a more clear picture of who I am. And I think that after this video you will understand if I will be able to change my life in a better way after all this health issues that I had. You'll definitely be able to provide better results than me, because not being only a big procrastinator and a lazy person, I also had some health issues that didn't allow me to build a better version of myself. But if I will look back and say, first of all, to myself that my health is not that good, I won't be able to work out, I won't be able to lose all these pounds, I won't be able to build muscles, I won't be able to do that. Or if I will say that my dad has extra pounds, he was fighting with his weight all his life, and I'm his son, so probably I won't be able to do it. Both of these topics sounds as beautiful, perfect excuse. But excuse will not push us further. We will not become a better versions of ourselves if we will excuse ourselves every time when we are trying to achieve our goals. No. That's something that I would like to fight with. I don't wanna excuse myself every time when I see problems in front of me. And trust me, you just need to be consistent, and those excuses will go away. I'm telling you for 100% because I started to do it in the beginning of April. I will start uploading the videos. I will start upload my meal plans. It's not a meal plans, it's just of what I was eating. And again, in the beginning it wasn't as consistent as it now. And even now I am far from where I want to be based on self-motivation in what I'm eating. Again, my biggest problem right now is not even working out, is my diet. The calories, the liquor, and the rest of the stuff. But I'll talk about this later. Right now, I would like to return to my previous video. It was cut suddenly because my microphone died. All these videos are something new for me, and I just didn't realize that my microphone died and my video had no sound. I hope this one will work. So I stopped my previous video at the moment when the doctor said that if I will proceed my lifestyle like that, eating unhealthy, drinking like a horse, my liver will go to the condition where the processes will be irreversible, and I will die pretty sooner than later, because I cannot maintain the lifestyle that I was at that period of time. So I was thinking, and I assumed that all that, like the second time when I got to the hospital, it happened to me, I think, in 2008. Yeah. Um, Going backwards a little bit, I want to jump to 2005. I was still studying in academy in my college. It was Academy of Eternal Affairs in city of Kiev, where I lived at that time. I had a friend who was visiting gym, and they start teasing me that I look like a bag of potatoes, just as I said in my previous videos. So I went to gym with them. I would like to return in 2005 when I was still studying in my college. It was University of Eternal Affairs in Kiev, where I lived at that time, the city where I was born. So the friends of mine, they've been not only drinkers, but at the same time, they also been visiting a gym. So they start teasing me, saying that I look like a bag of potatoes, just like as I said in the previous videos, that I have extra pounds, that I don't have no muscles, and things like that. So I decided that I will join them, and I did. I went to the gym, but I had no idea what I'm doing, and that's why, and that's when I um, start having issues with my lower back, because I didn't know how to exercise with weights in a correct manner. So I damaged my lower back, which is still giving me issues time after time. But at that time, I had such a big problems that I couldn't walk. The pain was so severe, so bad that, and it from lower back, it was hitting my left leg. So getting from my bed to the bathroom was a journey. It was a big issue for me. I started visiting massage therapist. I started getting the pain relief injections into my lower back, so the pain will not be so severe. And at that time, I started stretching. But the best thing that helped me at that period of time was pool. I started visiting swimming pool consistently, and it helped my lower back to heal a little bit. I'm still far from perfect. Time after time, few times per year, it bothered me, but the pains are not as severe as they were back at that time. Also, in 2009, because I still didn't think a lot about my health, and I thought that it's gonna be cool to walk all year long without wearing a hat and wearing sneakers all year long, even if it's cold outside and it's winter, I got sinusitis. Sinusitis is a condition in which the spaces inside the nose, also known as sinuses, get inflamed and swollen. Short-lasting sinuses is often caused by the common cold. I picked this information from Google. And it appeared that my nose is not straight because I was born with deviated septum. I also picked this information from Google. So maybe it looks pretty straight on a video and pictures, but inside it wasn't straight. So I couldn't breathe with my left nostril as clear as with the right one. And when that sinusitis hit me, I couldn't breathe. I stopped breathing on my left nostril for 100%, and I was hardly breathing with my right one. So most of the part with my breathing was with my mouth, which is also not a best thing. Back at that time, there was two options that I had. Option number one, the doctor with a long needle inserted in my nose and tried to take off all that I don't know how to explain it, all the junk that gathered in my what is the name of that thing, sinuses. They will take it off, but the bad thing about that procedure that I will need to do it once or twice per year till the rest of my life, because all that junk will be gathered there time after time, especially in the winter, or if I will get cold. Option number two that I choose at that time was using medicine. I don't remember what pills did I use, and also I was using the spray in both of my nostrils that cleared them, and I was able to breathe better. It ended up that this was the better decision, and at this moment I breathe pretty clean, but still not for 100%. Yep. The next thing that happened to me, it happened in 2011. I don't remember the part of the year. I think it also was end of October or December. I think so. I came from Vegas. This was my second time of visiting USA. It was 2011, and I just came from Vegas. It was a good trip. I enjoyed it. Everything was okay. So I landed back in Kiev. My parents met me. I went back home, and in the middle of the night, I woke up with terrible pain in my ear. I don't remember which one was it, to be honest. I think it was my left ear, but I may be mistaken. The pain was so sudden and severe that I was shocked, and we thought that we need to call an ambulance. But as far as I remember, we didn't do that. Next day, we rushed to the hospital, and it appeared that I'm a happy owner of a Titus. What is a Titus? A Titus is a general term for inflammation or infection in the middle ear. I don't know where it came from, but that's what I was diagnosed with. Symptoms include ear pain, fever, and hearing loss, and treatment may involve antibiotics and watchful waiting. That's what I did. I drank the course of antibiotics, and that thing went away. And then we are jumping from 2011 to 2021. My nose was bothering me time after time. I couldn't breathe properly, so I decided to visit a doctor here in USA and ask what's the situation and what can be done. Maybe he will prescribe me some kind of drops or pills, I don't know, that will help me breathe better. I visited a doctor, and he confirmed that I do have the issues with my nose. It's not straight inside. So this is the first time when he showed me this move, like this. He took his finger, he did like this with on my face, and I'm like, oh my god, I breathe so clearly. That's fantastic. That's why time after time during my workout videos, you'll see that I'm doing this, because it helps me to breathe even now way better. He said, I will prescribe you these drops. You'll need to use them for 1 month, I guess. I know that they will not help, but this is the procedure. I will need to prescribe you them, and after then, when you come back next time, I will schedule your nose surgery. Said, all right, let's try the nose surgery. I tried different options, they didn't work, and probably this is the only way how I will be able to breathe better. I did the drops for 1 month. It didn't help. I returned for the surgery. I think I have a few pictures I've did before. Not sure that I did anything after, but I'll try to find them in my phone and upload attached to this video. So it was end of March 2021. I went through the surgery. It went well. So comparing to my breathing issues that I had before, right now I would say that I can breathe with my left nostril for 80%. I would say 80%. When I'm catching a flu and my nose is running, it's going worse. But overall, I'm thankful for that surgery, and I think that it was successful. The 2021 was rich on my health events because in that year, in May, this is the first time when I got COVID. In 2021, I got COVID 3 times, to be honest and clear for 100%. 3 times I got COVID. But the first time was the most brutal. Uh, I didn't know that I was sick, to be honest. Probably nobody knew when they got COVID. But at that time, COVID wasn't the big thing anymore. I was working in the car dealership, and I realized that I'm burning, that I'm super hot. I wasn't coughing. I didn't have any issues with breathing or something like that. It's just I realized that I am burning. So on my lunch break, I went to the closest pharmacy and I bought a thermometer to check what is my temperature. I went back to work. I checked my temperature, and it appeared that my temperature was 102.5 or something like that. I showed it to my manager, and he said that I need to go home immediately. That's what I did. By going back home, I remember I started to looking for a COVID test to check if I have a COVID or not. But it appeared that it took me like 2 or 3 spots, different pharmacies, to find the tester, the COVID tester. Finally, I found one. I tested myself, and of course, I had a COVID. By the time I came home, I was so tired that I barely could get to the second floor. We were living at the second floor at that time. I was super tired. And I was able, just when I came home, I was able just take off my clothes and go to the bed. That's it. I lost my taste, and next 3 days I spent in bed, super tired, and the temperature was high. I was very, very weak. I didn't eat, and I was always cold, even if I was wearing a t-shirt, socks. And it was, what was it? It was May. It was hot outside, but I was under 2 blankets and I was super cold. At that time, I think I hit my lowest body weight that I had in last, I don't know, probably 15 years. My weight back then was less than 190 pounds. Uh, 186 or something like that. I will need to look. Maybe I have a picture of that time of the weights. But right after when I got better, I went to buy some clothes for myself because everything was sitting terrible on me. So I decided to buy something for myself to wear at that time. If I'll find those pictures, I also upload them. This is where you'll see that I look like a microphone. Big head, skinny body. Uh, so I stayed at home for 2 weeks. Got better. Still did had no taste to food, but started eating little by little. I'm drinking coffee for many years. I drink like 3-4 cups per day, and when I start posting my daily food, what I'm eating and drinking, you'll see that every day there is 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee every single day. Even now, when I'm driving to work, before I'll have my breakfast. Usually I have it at 10 a.m. at my work. I have my coffee. This is Americano with a drop of almond milk or half and half. But back then, I couldn't drink a coffee probably for a month. I even couldn't stand the smell of it. I thought that it's over. No, my taste came back and it's all good. I returned to work, start working, and then next month, I think it was June, because in July I had a plan to meet my friends in Florida, in Miami. I realized that I'm super tired again. So it was just the same symptoms as when I got COVID, super tired, but the temperature wasn't as high. So I realized that I feel uncomfortable, that I feel not not healthy, but I couldn't figure out what's going on. So in my head, I was like, it's probably issues like after COVID. I just had it. I was super tired. I stayed at home and then I returned to work. It's long hours. So probably I didn't recover yet for 100%. That was my thoughts. That's what I was thinking about. So I was working back and forth, my schedule. I know that I'm flying to Florida to meet my friends. But then I noticed that I have a I have a small red spot on my leg, on my left leg, and it was itching. It was itching. Okay, I thought maybe it's a, I don't know, mosquito bite or something like that. So I continue working, feel tired every day, day by day, day by day. I feel terrible. So like by 2 p.m., 3 p.m. at work, I want to sleep desperately. Like I have zero energy. I'm barely walking. I start drinking Red Bull, start drinking more coffee because I'm just super tired. And that thing on my leg, it started growing. It got bigger, 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 and bigger, itching and start more itchy. And it's like the red dot in the middle, then it's a white circle, then it's a red circle, white, like it's a circles. What the hell? So my trip is getting closer and closer to Florida. The tickets are bought, the hotel is booked, like, and I decided that I will fly to meet my friends, and when I'll come back, I'll visit a doctor with that thing on my leg. Few days before the flight, um, I came home from work, and I was so tired that I remember I sat on the couch and I was just sitting there watching straight at one point, and I couldn't stand up just to go to the bathroom, wash my hands or take a shower. You know, after work it's a long hour, so prepare myself for dinner. And back then my wife was asking me like ask me, "Well, what's going on with you? Why are you sitting and not moving?" And I said, "I'm so tired. I cannot move. I feel super exhausted." And she said, "You need to visit the doctor." I said, "Yeah, I'm planning to visit, but I'll do it after my Florida visit to my friends." And next day, I think it was my day off, I decided that I need to visit doctor right now because I won't be able to fly anywhere because of my health condition. And that thing on my leg, it was pretty big, it was massive. So I went to the emergency room. They looked at my leg. They did a blood work and they said that I have a Lyme disease and that I need to stay there for another 2 days because I have they need to clean my blood. That's what I was told. My blood work was in a very bad condition, and they need to take me to the hospital. And I was asking like, how did I get the Lyme disease? They said probably it was a tick bite. And if I would find a tick on my leg, I would definitely knew that it's a Lyme disease because there's something crazy is going on in this country between me and ticks. Back in Ukraine, through all my life, like visiting my grandparents, having barbecues with my friends and family in the forest, like I spent a lot of time with my every summer I was visiting my grandparents. And they lived in a village. So through all my life, I had only one tick bite. And I remember it was a barbecue with our friends and family. I came home, took a shower, and I was a teenager. I was like 17, 18 probably. And I realized there is something on my back, like something itchy. So I was back then I was living with my parents. I asked my mom to take a look what's going on over there. She found a tick. She removed it, and that's it. Nothing happened. I proceed living my normal life. Um, but here in USA, I got 8 tick bites. 8. And to be honest, I didn't spend a lot of time in forests, but I did had a lot of walks with my son, especially when he was younger, in the parks. I don't know why ticks love me so much in USA, but 8 times I was bitten by them. And the last one was one with a tick. But the bad thing then, when the I had that bite from a tick, he fell off. So he didn't stay on my body. And that's why I didn't realize that I have a Lyme disease. So if I would find a tick on me, I would definitely was able to realize that it's probably Lyme disease because because of the symptoms, and because I know that the ticks are spreading that type of disease. So they prescribed me the course of antibiotics. Thankfully, I didn't need to stay in the hospital. They said that I can go home. And in a few days, I went to Florida. Um, that thing on my left, that thing on my leg, it went away. I started feeling better. I finished the course of antibiotics, and I went better. But next time, like in probably say 7 or 8 months, I did my blood work again, and it appeared that I still have a Lyme disease. I was told that the course that I was prescribed first time wasn't full, so it didn't went away for 100%, and it appeared. So this disease, it can return. It sits in my body and it can come back anytime. So next time I had a longer course of antibiotics, and from that time I did my blood work multiple times, and I was clean from Lyme. I'm sorry. Oh, my English is terrible, guys. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to find the best words to describe my life situation. In 2023, I realized that I have restless legs syndrome. Another interesting thing that happened to me is that when I'm going to bed, time after time, my legs, they are like they are moving. They cannot stop moving, and it bothered me. I don't know where this thing came out from. Probably I need to do the more research on this. But like it's not something crucial. It just bothers me, and it happens to me only when I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed, I'm calm, I want to sleep, and then my legs, they like start living their own life. They moving, like circling, I do circles with my legs. So I need to do that like for 15, 20 minutes. Then they like finally calm down with their dance, and I'm going to bed. So I read about it. Like it's saying that it's appeared because of the stress in the life. There's another issues why it can happen to the different people. I start drinking vitamins, and right now it doesn't bother me as often as it was. Uh, I think I'm having magnesium, zinc, and B12 vitamin, and it helps me for now. Another beautiful thing that happened to my health, it was in 2024. I remember it was almost a year ago. Yeah, I'm doing this video in the beginning of September. There is a big gap between videos that I'm shooting because I'm super unprofessional on this, and working on the videos, making them watchable is very hard for me. Very hard. It takes a lot of my nerves and time to edit the videos. Sorry about that. But I remember that I went with my son to Aqua Park. We had a great time. There's a big one in Atlantic City. Then we stayed in a hotel. So when I came back home, like in a day or two, I start feeling a small itchiness in the corner of my right eye. Okay. It never bothered me. I never had that issue before, so I didn't pay attention. And it wasn't super bad. So it was itching, 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 itching for a week or two. And my right eye, it started shutting down. So I started losing my clear vision, and it started appearing pain. And uveitis is then an inflammation in the middle layer of the eye. Middle ear, middle eye, everything is in the middle. I went to the good old emergency room. They checked my eye, they checked everything, they prescribed me drops, and I started using them. I thought like in a day or two or three, I'll be back to normal. Didn't happen. The situation went worse and worse. My right eye was shut down, and I started having a terrible headaches. They were so bad that I couldn't sleep. Every light, sunlight, a lamp, everything was was provoking a terrible headaches. So I started spending most of the time in a dark room, covered myself with a blanket, just drinking painkillers and sleeping, trying to get to sleep. But I wasn't very successful because the pain didn't leave. Like, I could wake up in the middle of the night. I need to have like 3 more pills of painkiller to go back to sleep. And I don't have issues with my like headaches. It never bothered me. So I went to the doctor, and they said that I had a uveitis. Back at that time, my right eye was completely shut. I couldn't see with it, and I was like, and my left eye, it was always among this, like my right and left eye. My left one was always in a worse condition than the right one. So I started a little bit panicking, like, what am I, losing my vision? I'm going to be blind? Like, right eye is not working, and the left eye is also not in the best shape. So it took me probably another 2-3 weeks to, like, after using 2 or 3 different type of drops during the day and painkillers, to return back to normal. But my right eye can't see as good as it was able before this issue. And sometimes both of my eyes are bothering me, but I have those drops, so I use them. I remember when I using them, and my eyeball was like so big that I wasn't able to focus on anything. That's basically all my health issues that I have right now. Like, I need to maintain all of them. They're not bothering me at this moment, but I know that they are inside of me and anytime they can appear. By running this video and telling you all this information, I just want to get you to one point, that if you're younger than me, if you don't have all these health conditions, you can be more successful in working out and building a better version of yourself than I am. But I don't want to use this information as excuse for myself. I don't want to do that. I want to get better. I want to reach out my goals. That's why I'm gonna show you. I want to start showing you my ugly workouts. What am I doing to transform myself? Thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a comment. Your opinion is highly important for me. Maybe you will share some advice. Maybe you will share your experience. And also, please let me know if I'm doing something incorrect. Maybe you would like these videos to be shorter or longer. Maybe you have like some questions about my, I don't know, health conditions. Maybe you would like to share your story. I will highly appreciate that if you will subscribe and leave your comment. Thank you very much. I'm wishing you a success in your transformation journey, and I'll see you in the next video.